B-Pod Studios.
This is Talkin' Rock. Talkin' Rock. Your backstage pass to some of your favorite rock artists. Here's your host, Meltdown.
Kind of a special one for this edition of Talkin' Rock. I appreciate you guys checking it out. As the entire band, the Funeral Portrait, came by the radio station earlier today, as tonight, as I record this, they're playing with Ice Nine Kills. They were in Youngstown, Ohio last night, and tonight here in Michigan at the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater at Freedom Hill. So good to catch up with the guys. We do talk about the first time I met them, which was last year at Eloise. You might be saying to yourself, well, Meltdown, what does that have to do with anything I care about? Not really anything, I suppose, but we did encounter what we thought was a paranormal being. Lee and I were in this room along with Homer, the drummer, and we heard these shrieks coming from outside the room, which, as I record this right now, I can't explain. Anyways, we talk about that. We talk about Ivan Moody, working with them on Holy Water, the tour with Five Finger Death Punch and Marilyn Manson, bad catering, lots of things in this conversation. Plus, they played 2 songs acoustic, Dark Thoughts and Holy Water. So let's get after it right now with the guys from The Funeral Portrait on Talkin' Rock. It's Meltdown in studio with the guys from The Funeral Portrait. Welcome back to Detroit, guys.
Hello, thank you.
How's it going?
Lee.
We're here.
Yeah, Lee's already been here.
Listen, I feel like this is like my second home now.
Detroit often welcomes us with open arms.
They do.
And what else?
Other stuff.
You didn't want to quote it?
Well, it doesn't do that part for me.
Anyways, just quoting Gene Simmons here, but we were just talking about this before we got on. That the first time I met you guys, we were doing that thing at Eloise. And you got me. I get it. Okay, but all right, go ahead. Tell the story. Go
Homer.
ahead.
Yeah, you got to give it.
All right, I heard Lee walking down a hallway, but I didn't know he had Meltdown with him, and I was trying to scare Lee, but I ended up scaring Meltdown instead.
I totally forgot about that. You just brought
that
it
was
up.
so good too.
That was good.
No, but that noise that we heard on the 4th floor, you were right next to me.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Were you guys? Who was upstairs?
I got so lost. I ended up in a haunted house in the basement, and I saw a bunch of zombies and cut up people, and I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be. I even took a video.
Those were them and then you and me, right, Rob? Yeah, I don't think me and Rob ran into you till way almost the end.
Yeah, because I think
Yes.
y'all were in a different
Yeah.
Homer.
we
It
were
was
so different group.
us two up there with you.
Yeah.
Yep. And
we were on the
that's
4th floor when they
Yes.
heard that scream, whatever it was in the background.
It was wild.
That was insane.
I know. That was so much fun.
That would be fun. It
Yeah.
was so sick.
And as we stand here now, nobody did that scream.
No.
Not that I remember.
No.
Because
Also, we didn't hear in Rob and I's group. We didn't hear that.
Yeah,
like
which
when you guys
is
brought
weird.
anybody screaming, we were like, "No, I didn't hear anything." So that was just a you guys thing.
Yeah, because
was.
I texted some of my friends that were on that tour with the upstairs.
Which is weird because, like you said, how loud it was, it sounded like you guys would have heard it too, which was weird. So
yeah, no, that was one
and
of
it
the
wasn't
most bizarre
Cody.
things.
So
No, my voice doesn't get that loud.
Well, anyways, thanks for stopping in here before the big show. It's with Ice Nine Kills here in Detroit. The Manson Five Finger tour you guys did last summer. What are your thoughts on that?
insane.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I think it's hard to kind of sum it up other than life changing.
Yeah.
To be real,
right?
Yeah.
I think that tour I always say we literally went from playing 250 cap venue club tours to now doing these bigger, arena amphitheater arena tours.
Runs,
even tonight. Ice Nine Kills. This is they told me yesterday that this is their biggest selling headlining show outside of their convention, the Silver Screen Con. So it's kind of crazy to be here doing this, where literally a year ago we were here with Five Finger, and it's just weird that it's just continued.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of bands, it doesn't, right? They get that one shot and they do it and nothing happens, right? But for us, it's been continuous. It's been nonstop.
Well, this is still literally, technically, I suppose you're still your one shot, right?
Yes.
But you're working on some new music. So who wants to talk about that? Do you guys have some demoed or just ideas or what?
A little baby bit. We have like less than a handful of stuff. We've been cooking. I mean, like, not for nothing, man, but we've been on, since you last saw us, we've been on tour since then.
Right. Well, I hear you, yeah.
So like it's trying to get the time to work on it. You know, we have these couple weeks here, a week here, where, you know, we'll go home and we'll try and work on some stuff, you know, and it's really exciting. And although, you know, we have a small amount of what we have, I think what we have is really exciting, and we're all really stoked to move on to the next thing. But it's just trying to get the time to sit down and really make it, because it has to be bigger than this. You know what I mean? It's got to be the you know, the next
or
top,
you're going to
you know?
release a record, you know, they say like the sophomore slump.
Yeah, nobody
right?
wants a sophomore slump.
You know, and I think for us especially, like, it has to be next level because of, again, the tours that we've done, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it too. It's like we have been nonstop, and I think people are excited for that record. And this is the thing too, is I also don't want to move on too soon, because every single day we're playing to
New people.
thousands of new people that have never heard of our band before, that are getting to experience that record. So why, I don't know, why move on so fast that it's like it doesn't give that record a shot to discover fans, and we'll bring them in there, and then we'll evolve and bring in, you know, and blow the band up even more, hopefully, off the next record.
Well, they always say it's like you could spend your whole life making your first record, but only a year or two to make the second one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, Greetings From Suffacate City is this record's really good. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not like an emo guy. I'm not a new metal guy. And that's what I thought this record was going to sound like. And it kind of doesn't. And I told you before how much I love this record. I think it's fantastic. One of my favorites of 2024, for sure. And I'm not just saying it because you guys are sitting here.
No, and I know this because I've seen you post our stuff. I've seen you, you know, we've been around you for a year now, you know, and it's been great. I think for us, it's a record that it's weird because we kind of started writing it in 2018, 2019.
That's what I'm saying. You can spend your whole life making the first record.
Holy Water came out in 2019 on Octane.
Yeah, because
really?
that was
No
the thing.
kidding.
So like Homer's saying, like, Holy Water came out 2019, but we wrote it in 2018, and so it's like crazy that,
And then it came out again.
and then it came out again.
Whatever, 6 months ago.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Then even more when we had Ivan, you know, on the song. So it was just like, and then it finally went to radio, right? And we were waiting because I think in 2018, when we were writing it, I think that's kind of the idea. We were just like, we just need something to hit, right? Because we've been a band for so long at that time. So we've been a band since 2014, you know, and we were just like, all right, well, we need something to do something for us, you know, and we wrote Holy Water, and we were like, yo, this song's cool. We started playing it live, and then we released it finally, and it started getting traction, and then it was like, okay, and then that's how we got signed to Better Noise, and then it was like, then COVID hit, and we got hit for literally like 2 years. We did like nothing, not just because of COVID, but also because it killed our momentum.
Right.
So like, what are we supposed to do? So finally, it's time to release a song, and it just so happens that Ivan liked the song and he wanted to be on it. And it was like, I'm like not joking. It was just kind of magical, weird moment of him just being like, I want to help this band out. I like them. They're cool. They're different. They're young, you know, kind of a very like almost like torch passing moment. And it just worked.
No, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. When he says, I want to help you guys out, probably jump right on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Whatever you need.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's exactly what happened.
No, that's really cool. Well, the next single is going to be Dark Thoughts, and I know you guys brought your guitars.
Yeah.
You guys want to play that one?
Let's do it.
Of course. I know I just put it away.
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
I'll be chit chat. I want to accidentally bang it on the table or something.
You tall boy.
So Dark Thoughts is going to be the next single off Greetings From Suffacate City, and this one with Danny. You guys have a lot of guests.
We do have a lot of features. You know, it's funny because like what it was, to be real, is that we released so many songs off the record before the record came out. They were like, we need to add a few more features so that way, because the way like Spotify works and the way all these other DSPs work is if you release too many songs before the record comes out, they don't count it as a record anymore. They count it as like what is that called? compilation.
Oh, okay.
So it's a weird thing. So they were like, so we literally have to add features onto the record, like Danny from Asking and like Ava from or Eve Under Fire or whatever, that on Voodoo
From
Doll.
here, yeah.
Yes, from literally right here, because if we don't,
they're not new songs.
Gotcha.
And we're like, oh my goodness. So that's why there is so many. We have the Burt from the U's, we have Spencer from Ice Nine, and of course we, eventually then on the deluxe we needed to add even more because then it will do the same thing. So
and then you got the Japanese fans. I know.
Circle. It is literally a never-ending circle.
Yeah, the guys from Dimebag Darrell taught me about that.
Yes.
Yeah, the guys in Japan always need something extra. He told me.
They do. It's so great. Have you guys ever noticed that?
If you look at always there's like an extra song on the Japanese release that nobody else gets.
Yes.
I'll never forget him telling me that.
Dude, there's so many really cool songs, like even like huge bands like My Chem and stuff. They have to do it.
Like where it's like an extra song that only comes out in Japan for their record.
Yeah.
There's tons of those. Yeah. A lot of the old scene bands you grew up on, they all did that stuff.
I did not know that.
That was weird.
Yep.
Yeah, so you grew up in Rochester, way away from that. All right, you guys want to fire up Dark Thoughts here?
Let's do it.
Let me readjust my guys. You can come here.
Take us for a walk, dude.
Can't drug, can't drown them away. Can't sleep, can't think, can't find an escape from these dark, dark thoughts in my mind. Can't drink, can't drug, can't drown them away. Can't sleep, can't think, can't find an escape from these dark, dark thoughts in my mind. There's a heavy on this mind. There's a weight behind these eyes. What if I can't stop the rising tide above the undertow? Do you see me down below? A sinking zone, wondering how much deeper I can go. Can't drink, can't drug, can't drown them away. Can't sleep, can't think, can't find an escape from these dark, dark thoughts in my mind. Oh, my head is a prison. No one ever visits. It's just you and me till the end. Waiting at my sentence. If I find an exit, will you still follow me? Stories high. What would it be like to be free from this parasite inside of me? And at my funeral, would anybody show the part of bear? Just a coffin sitting all alone. Can't drink, can't drug, can't drown them away. Can't sleep, can't think, can't find an escape from these dark, dark thoughts in my mind. Oh, my head is a prison. No one ever visits. It's just you and me till the end. Waiting at my sentence. If I find an exit, will you still follow me? To kill what I create, to keep the wolves at bay. You know I've tried 1,000,000 times, but they still find a way to cage me. Can't Can't drink, can't drug, can't drown them away. Can't sleep, can't think, can't find an escape from these dark, dark thoughts. These dark, dark thoughts. Oh, my head, my head, my head is a prison. No one ever visits. It's just you and me till the end, waiting at my sentence. If I find an exit, will you still follow me?
Nice job, boys.
Heck yeah.
Now, I don't never know what to do when bands are playing live. Do we clap?
Yeah, we can clap.
Okay.
Yeah, boo. They sucked. Yeah.
Nice job. Greetings from Suffacate City. The latest record, almost a year old. You guys should celebrate with some sort of something coming up. I don't know.
We go get a steak.
Yeah.
Steak. Yeah, there you go.
Outback.
Yeah.
Go to Outback. Get a bloomin' onion. Bloomin' onion, exactly. God, that would be great today, guys.
That would be.
Hopefully catering is good.
That beef Diane last night was pretty sick, though.
Beef Diane in
Yeah,
Youngstown, Ohio.
What's up?
In Youngstown.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I had a good one. I liked it too.
I like the beef Diane.
Yeah, it was good.
I ate. So here's the problem, right? Is I ate the catering yesterday.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like I ate any food. It was that kind of food.
I was stuffed.
I felt that way about lunch, but again, the beef Diane slam.
Beef Diane was good.
Sounds like first world problems we're having here.
Oh, it definitely was.
Yeah, no, mine was good.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be way worse.
That's true. I could have ate McDonald's breakfast, lunch, and dinner again. So,
What's it like touring with the guys from Ice Nine?
we've known them now for 2, 3. Well, I mean, some of you guys have known them forever.
Yes.
But like as a band, I think we did the first Silver Scream in 23. Was the first one we did with them?
Yep.
So we've known them now for 3 years or so, 2, 3 years. And, I don't know, we've ended up just become really good buddies. I mean, we really just kind of hang and do shenanigans all day, you know what I mean? As soon as we run into each other. We're all professionals, we're working, they're doing their thing, we're doing our thing. But, I mean, it's constantly just like hanging out with buds, man. They're all really great guys.
Yep.
Like, we love them, we're close with them.
It's become almost like we're kind of like their little brother, almost like band.
Yeah, it definitely has the you're my little brother feel for sure.
Yeah.
And they definitely treat us like an older brother would.
Yes, which is cool though. That's it. It's very true though.
It is, yeah.
I don't know, but I think that's something that kind of is missing with modern rock in general. Because I mean, I remember growing up, there was a lot of bands like that, right? Like, I don't know, especially in the Warped Tour world, there was a lot of like, oh, well, this band is bringing out this band again for the third time, but you were hyped on that because you knew that they were trying to help them out, right? Or like they liked them or whatever it was.
Yeah, to get along with them on tour.
Or it was the same thing with like radio, where like a certain DJ would play a band that he really liked because he wanted to push the band. He's like, I think this band is sick.
That band,
and you'd see that in I absolutely know what you're talking about, where it's like they would bring out bands because like they believed in it. They're like, I think this band is sick, and I don't care how many times you guys have to see them with us until you believe me.
But that's
like,
cool though. We and our fans. It's weird because we don't sound like Ice Nine Kills, right? But I think our show, very theatrical, off the wall, fun, is very similar to theirs, right? And I think it's one of those things. I think their fans really like us, and the people that like us, our fans, really like them. It shares this demographic, and it's
it's
cool.
like the same vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, even though it is different.
Yes.
Have you guys gone and seen any horror movies and on tour with them?
Not with them.
Not with them, but we went and saw Weapons on this run.
That's a great movie.
Yes.
Sick.
Yes. Yeah.
Kicked.
Which we could have went to go see it with them, but we didn't plan it, right?
Yeah.
Go see it the same day, too.
But they
okay.
They were in a different city. We would have had to meet up in the same place. Were they? Oh, dang.
Yeah, they were. It was just one of those, it was like kind of early on in the tour, and it was like I don't think. Yes, we were close, but still, I think it was they were trying to get there. Like once you're on the road, like cause it was like a weekend or something.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
We were trying to get our steam going because now like it's a train, right? Like you can't like all of us we're going, right?
Yeah.
And it's just going to continue for us
Ever.
December 9th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we're out for 290 days this year.
Wow.
So, but for
playing 290?
So we're on tour for 290. I think my mom said 200.
200.
Yeah,
Wow.
my mom did all the because she's one of those moms. She
That
went
might be
and,
as many days as I worked this year. You guys have a harder job than I do.
Yeah, it's one of those things though. Like, but there's so many firsts this year because we're doing again these big tours that like we're still very new to.
Yeah,
like again pre last summer,
pre Five Finger Manson.
Yes, that was our first real tour. Like not joking. Like everything
real big boy
tour, right? Like everything pre that was touring, but it was like, oh, we're playing this 250 cap pub down the street, and you're like, is 10 people going to show up,
Well, and the thing, too, with Five Finger, you guys are going on so early, there might have been 10 people there when you start.
Some of the shows,
not a lot, though.
Not a lot, though.
Real.
We got really lucky to be real, man.
Well, they gave us an hour and a half after doors.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty sick. That was huge.
But I think really what it was is it's concert culture has kind of changed over the years, and they kind of want to be there for the whole show, right? And they want to support the underdog, which is something that we talked about a lot, is we are that underdog band, right? Like we've been a band for 10 years. Like last year was literally 10 years. And it's like, I think people love that story. I think they love to support an underdog and they want the underdog to win. And our story has been that, of coming from trying so hard and being, knocked down after our old label that we were on and old managers and all these, just the industry chewing us up and spinning us out. And then, I think my weight loss journey has helped a lot too with like, I lost 100 pounds and really it was in spite of of a label that was interested in our band. He literally, this was back before we signed to Better Noise. We were shopping, right? We were trying to find the right label. And this guy, he was like into the band, but he was like, I'll only sign the band if the singer loses 100 pounds, right? And I was like, screw that. I'm not doing that for you. I'm going to do that for me. So I did it for me and we signed to Better Noise. And now we have 2 number ones and, hopefully maybe 3 if Dark Thoughts does what we need it to,
No, that'd be cool. That'd be
I
great.
think people love that story. They love a story, and for us, we can give them that because it's real. For us, it's real. We aren't some fabricated band that just blew up because of TikTok, And I think a lot of people kind of got tired of that. I think we all have seen that, right? Is some of those bands that got big because of TikTok or artists got big because of TikTok, they'll go out on one tour and they'll stop,
right?
Because they. Like they don't realize how hard it is. They're used to just sitting in their bedroom making music or, in a studio making music and making it content. And then they come out and they're like, oh, wait, I actually have to work. I actually have to like meet the fans. I actually have to do this stuff.
Yeah, TikTok might be the modern version of like, remember back in the day when like all these kids would be famous through American Idol or on the singing shows.
Exactly.
Some of them have done pretty well.
Yes.
And some of them fall off the face of the planet.
Of course. Well, it's because you get what you put in, right? Like, I think that's something that we talk about. That's why we are on tour for 290 days, right? We're doing a European tour this year, and like, which is
that's
crazy.
Coming up?
That is, November, December.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's cool for us because like, I didn't think we would ever get there. I mean, if you would have talked to me literally like a year and a half ago, of course these are dreams and these are things that I'd want to do, but like, I didn't think it was feasible, right? No. I thought maybe we would just keep doing those like 250 cap clubs and we would build up and maybe we'd sell out those 250 cap clubs, but that was it. I think maybe that's where I thought, not what I wanted, but where I was being realistic. And I was being like, okay, well, we can still make a living off of this. It will be hard, and maybe we'll slow down eventually and then eventually we'll stop. But now I'm being serious. I think it's kind of sky's the limit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm being serious because I see it in Einstein Kills a lot too, is that band should not be selling 5,000 tickets in Detroit. You know what I mean? Like that band, the way they sound, the way what they do, and I see it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I see it on stage when they come out and here's Art the Clown coming out, pulling,
swinging a baby over his head.
Swinging a baby. And I see the security guards have never experienced anything like that before in their life. And they're like, what is this? And you see 5,000 kids in front of them just like, screaming, having the time of their life. Like, it's real, and it can be. It's about believing in your product, and believing in your brand and believing in what you stand for, and that's something I think Ice Nine did, and that's why they're there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody would take them out. Nobody cared. No one. I mean,
Who are you guys touring with Europe with? Are you going by yourself?
this band called the Rasmus. You know Rasmus?
Do you remember them? They were early 2000s. They had a song.
I've been waiting.
I've been
in the
watching
shadows.
In the shadows. It was
For my
big.
time.
It was big. So basically, big in 2002.
I think 3 is when the song came out.
2003.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Okay. It was really big, right? It was like on Fuse and MTV. I mean, it was like everywhere. But then they dropped off the face of the earth basically for like 16 years.
He's switching the camera.
Oh, I love that though. It's
Are
funny.
you catching guys swinging around their chairs?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's so funny, Cody.
You guys want to play one more song?
Yeah, let's
I know
do
you
it.
guys got to get out to.
No, you're
get out to
fine.
the gig here, and
We're on a crazy
Yes.
rush.
No, so yeah, it was one of those things that like we brought out the Rasmus actually earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
When we did some random headlining shows to fill some empty space, and they were like, we want to bring you guys out there, and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And they do incredible over there.
hey, if
so
you're
it's
going to
gonna
go to
be
Europe
fun.
and work,
I know.
Yeah.
you know,
It's gonna be crazy.
you get paid to travel, you play for free.
During Christmas time, too.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
That's unbelievable, man. I'm jealous. You guys want to do Holy Water?
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah.
Holy water.
I mean, is that the plan? or
That
you
is
wanna do something
definitely
else?
the plan.
that's definitely. Hey, don't worry. That's all that I rehearsed. So
Okay. All right, fire it up when ready.
I traded my name to indulge a snake, so I ran free and broke a leg, but I felt free enough to rule the world. One time, buried I sleep in a bag of bones. No, mama, don't think I'll be coming home, 'cause I woke up so I could rule the world. One time, bow down to the church in the center with the song stuck in your head. They're holding your holy water now. I'm the priest in the prayer. I'm like a savior, dressed like I'm holding your holy water. Treating my soul to a wealthy man, so I don't have to work again. He said, what's my price to rule the world? One time, bow down to the church in the center with the song stuck in your head. They're holding your holy water now. I'm the priest in the prayer. I'm like the savior, dressed like I'm holding your holy water. 'Cause soon the news muse. We roll the dice for sacrifice tonight. You, the now and the truth. We roll the dice for sacrifice tonight. Your holy water, your holy water, your holy water. I traded my name to indulge a snake, so I ran free and broke a leg, but I felt free enough to rule the world. One time, bow down to the church in the center with the song stuck in your head. They're holding your holy water now. I'm a priest in the prayer. I'm like a savior, dressed like I'm holding your holy water.
Terrible. No, excellent job, guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys coming in.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Nice to see you guys. You guys got. What are you going to do for the rest of the day? I know you guys got load in at noon or something.
We got to load in. So, I mean, by the time we get there and,
take a nap.
Maybe them. I can't.
I'm going to stretch.
Yeah.
Cody's going to do a lot of stretching.
What time you typically go on?
6:30.
6:30.
Okay. Now, what time is Ice 9 going?
9.
9. They play till 10:30.
And there's another band between you guys?
Yeah, there's 2 bands.
Dracula and Dayseeker.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. So,
Yeah. Well, cool.
Sick.
Well, you guys have safe travels, and man, going to Europe, that is really badass. I'm really happy
fun.
for you guys.
Thank you.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, awesome. The Funeral Portrait right here in the studio. Thank you guys so much for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much for checking out this episode of Talkin' Rock. And if you're listening to this on Labor Day weekend, have a great long Labor Day weekend. Unless you're in Canada, I don't know. They have something going on up there, right? Freedom Weekend, or I don't know what they have. But anyways. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this 3-day weekend, that's for sure. We'll do it all over again next week. It's Talkin' Rock. Oh, here, the big guy with the big voice. He gets paid to say that.
Thank you for listening to Talkin' Rock with Meltdown. You can help this podcast grow by giving it a 5-star rating and writing a review on Apple and iTunes. Plus, feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends. Until next time, thanks for listening to Talkin' Rock.
Hi there, my name is Melissa Iannuzzo. I'm a 30-year radio veteran and big-time fan of the law. Chris Brown is an entertainment attorney with 27 years experience, and together, we're bringing you our new podcast, Verdicts and Vibes. Each week, we'll break down the most high-profile celebrity and pop culture cases and trials in ways the average person like me can understand. We'll have special guests and take your legal questions. New episodes of Verdicts and Vibes every Thursday. Download and subscribe wherever you stream your podcasts.